Oh yeah, we in this get it too.
Get it, bro. Get it.
It should be jamming.
No, I really do.
Equality.
Equality. Social economics.
Man.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Jeffrey Show. I know we're a little late. We're a little later than we said we were going to be, but the homie Curtis is going to play him back home to Texas. He was just in the Bay Area for the weekend. He saw a few of y'all out there. Y'all know what's up, but he's on the way back now, so we kind of have to rearrange it to get it to where he was on the flight and get on this, and he can get on this Wi-Fi. So we here now. The Jeffrey Show. Talking about a few things today.
We are making it work for you guys.
You know what I'm saying?
We love you, and we thank you for loving us.
Making it work for the people. People shame. But yeah, so we got a few topics today. Of course, obviously the big elephant in the room, of course, with Will Smith and Chris Rock. We got a few other slightly more horrific things to talk about with deaths of certain young people in certain ways, and we can get into some gun safety and all that. Wanted to talk to you about the Joker reveal, and we'll see what's popping in the show. We'll see what's popping. First, let's catch up with the homies. Samir, Curtis, how y'all doing?
Another day, another hour. Same block, same dream. Shit. Yeah, another day, another dollar. Same block, same dream, man. Working hard, putting plans together, and making sure they're set forth and on track. So, look forward to some things coming soon, folks.
Nice. Kurt, what's up with you, man? How you feeling? How you living? If you talking? Hey, yo, Kurt. Oh, man. I can't really hear you right now.
Can't.
You may have to just hold it like this, like.
That's what I was trying to do.
Why you look like
Is
you doing
your
it?
other headphone the mic?
Could y'all hear me?
Oh, now I can. Say something again.
Yeah.
Wait, can you only hear out of that one?
So people say that Curtis is having technical difficulties. That's how he do it. Test.
But.
Well, Curtis, if you're having a good time, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, man.
Here it goes. Y'all know how playing Wi-Fi works, though. You also got the headphones in, so we pick up all the flame noises.
It's
My
just,
Wi-Fi man.
We can hear you fine a minute ago, then it just got louder for some reason.
I don't know what happened, bro. My mic keep moving around in this mask.
oh, damn.
No, I heard you way better
I
than
thought
just
the
then,
plane
though.
heard me. Yeah.
There you go. I got it set like right under my lip. Right here.
Yeah, we can hear it
Since you
better.
gotta sit it right under your lip.
But yeah, no, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, that's how we Jimmy rigging it, though. That's how we getting it
We're
done.
here. We're here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We are here.
Dang, it's gonna suck, Curtis. This is gonna be your segment to talk about gun safety. You had told us about a video about this young girl shooting herself and shooting her cousin or something like that.
Probably in the chat.
Yeah, it happened in St. Louis. I was watching the little news report on it. Apparently, it was a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they went to a family gathering. And she
Come on, yo. Put your guns away, yo. Come on.
Know how to mess with a gun. You don't have a gun. Know how to, gun safety is number one.
Yeah. To be honest with you. I heard something about gun safety. So, I do agree with what you said about gun safety.
It's a number one priority we need to make it to the world, folks.
Number one, gun safety. Keep it a buck.
And each other.
And each other. Y'all gotta make sure if you got a gun and you got some little ones around, keep that thing locked up. If they have if you keep it out because you need to get to it quick, at least separate where you keep the bullets from the gun, just in case you got some young people around you. And you know what it is? They see it on TV and movies and video games, and it's like, oh, it's a gun. I wanna hold it and try it out and squeeze the trigger, or pretend like I'm gonna shoot my friend, and then not knowing there's a bullet in there, and it just automatically go off. You gotta do that. You gotta.
And now you actually did it. And now you actually did what you said you was playing around about doing. Now it's real life. Now you're in it. And the last thing we want you to do is then turn the gun on to yourself, because then that's not no. You gotta be careful, folks.
We don't need none of that, yo.
That's just.
Outside of that,
but as a kid, sometimes you gotta wonder. What's that?
No, you can go ahead.
Outside of that, sometimes you gotta wonder what would even drive her to do that. Like, how would she know to do something like that?
Oh, she didn't no thinking, bro. She didn't think about it.
I kind of hear what you're saying somewhat. You kind of sound like one of them peanut adults. You know what I mean? Like the adults in the.
Yeah, it's like you're
how about now? How about like this?
That's way better. You're gonna have to pull your mask off. You definitely have to do this. You're gonna have to like hold your mask like this and hold the mic in your hand. More than likely.
Okay, yeah, so that way.
You look, you're over there doing it in secret on the plane, like niggas ain't supposed to know you doing it. Like, wait, I'm a secret.
Secret agent, man.
Teeth, double O teeth.
Work like this,
Secret agent, man.
So it's not working. Y'all just can't hear me.
I'm really trying to hear you now.
Y'all just can't hear me for no reason.
Nah. Well, are you near people right now? You're in the back row, right?
I'm all the way in the back.
Is somebody? Is there anybody sitting next to you?
Nah, nobody's in there.
Oh, bro, put your phone on speaker. Ain't nobody near you. Just don't have it like, oh wow.
No, that is a thing on airlines. Yeah.
You can't have no phone. You can't have your phone on speaker on airlines.
What if you just keep it lower? You know what I mean? Just enough that we can hear you with that microphone.
Can't do it.
Break the laws, Curtis. Anyway.
So far, so good though. That's one thing to mention.
True. Yeah, the mask off is better because I can understand what you're saying. Man. Everybody, tell them if y'all can hear him in the say TV world. It's not Sadly, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I mean you could try that. I was gonna say, sadly enough though, there's another 14-year-old deaf. Looks like he's trying to beatbox.
Yeah,
that was a little bit better. Oh my God. I can even understand you at that point. Wow, there was another 14-year-old kid who had passed away from that Carnival ride though. That was wild. Apparently he was too big to fit in the thing.
Yeah, man.
And they just let him on. And then when somebody told me the story in my mind, at first he said amusement park, but in my head I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is a Carnival. I can just tell, like, because you know they rides ain't always 100% secure. Like they gotta travel with them all the time. It's not like this is a music park where they could be found every day, you know, to be scrutinized and double checked.
No, definitely. That they're actually petitioning for that ride to get closed down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming so at that point after he died.
They just opened up.
Like shut that shit down immediately.
I'm gonna just pretend like you Pootie Tang. You just saying like random phrases.
Can we not? I don't know how I feel. You know how I feel.
Yeah. I'm trying to text you. Those are pretty wild things, man. Seeing young people die for like ridiculous reasons. Like really ridiculous, like avoidable reasons is what he said.
It's like, my man, lift it up. Like literally lift it up. Can you lift it up? You can. You don't need to be on it. Come on. That's all that was.
Bro. Come on, man. Come on, nah, fact.
My thing is,
tell him no.
who the fuck was the ride operator and why they didn't go around and do the safety check like they always do?
Because if you ain't do the check, I'm gonna tell you to stop the ride. Like, wait a minute, you ain't check my thing.
Yeah, bro, you ain't do it. You better.
So I ain't trying to die. I'm trying to have fun. I ain't trying to like meet the afterlife. I'm trying to like just kind of like scream a little bit, like.
Man,
check my safety. Check my.
I'm not gonna say a ride.
He was way too big for that.
No, he was definitely way too big for that
Definitely.
ride. Like he had to
like
somebody
6'6", 240.
Was that what it was?
Oh yeah.
Somebody have his measurement?
He was 300 something. He was 300 something.
Really?
A solid football player.
He was pretty big though.
Had a career ahead of him.
Dang, bro.
So it's like, yo, who was slacking on their Mac and then not checking security?
I didn't watch either one of these videos either.
I didn't even see in the video that the ride operator didn't even check the thing.
I wasn't trying to see none of that. I was.
You are the utmost fired, my guy. Like you can't work nowhere.
No, seriously, you can probably go into jail. To be very honest.
Damn near, yeah. Like somewhere in your contract, it say, "Hey, you need to."
If somebody gonna get reprimanded, it's not gonna be the actual carnival. It's gonna be that nigga. It's gonna be whoever was controlling that ride.
They gotta take the fall guys for the carnival. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "We trained you to check this thing, and you didn't check this thing properly. You going to jail."
Because they gonna ask for tapes. Yeah. They gonna need it.
Funny part is, watch you be like, "Yeah, I checked it properly, but I told y'all this thing is blah blah blah, and I've been trying to get it fixed, and I got the receipts." That'd be wild too.
That would be a plot twist.
Yep. I'm like, "Oh, nigga, ain't me."
But here's the other kicker. Every other, I was gonna say every other ride out there, they didn't let old boy get on. Like they didn't let him get on any rides because he was so big. Exactly. So for him to only get on that one, right? That's like, nah, bro. Something about this is sus.
He's gonna be allowed to, and he's gonna be allowed to get on the tallest drop gun that was just made. That's wrong, bro.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, he's being denied. It's better to hurt his feelings than he wouldn't be dead right now.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm gonna hurt your feelings before I let you get killed. Like, I'm like, hey, bro, are you trying to die? Like, you're not. I'm sorry, you're too big for this ride, bro. I do apologize.
Yeah,
it's not what you're like. There's other things you can get on at this park. Other things you can enjoy.
Now everybody that was on that ride is traumatized now too.
Yeah. Hey, Kurt, how long is your flight? You got like a 5-hour joint?
3 hours. 3 hours.
3 or 8?
3.
Oh shoot, that's 5. Oh yeah, that's right. You going to Texas. I'm overthinking you. Like, for me, it's 5 just because I'm dating on the opposite side of the country. Texas is close.
Yeah, Texas ain't that much of a flight.
Yeah, good point.
Especially if it's clear.
$3.
$3.
$3, y'all. $3. Yeah. Welcome to the Jeffrey Show once again, y'all. We can get into this main topic in a minute, right after these nice. Oh yeah.
But family is important, bro. Ain't nobody really gonna have your back like
family.
Hey, we had a discussion. Consensual baby.
That does not mean I'm not wholesome. I'm wholesome.
Everything cheating as okay, or has it just become easier to get away?
Folks, we are dealing with technical difficulties. We have some nonsense.
I ain't no tender hoe, bro. You can't hit this the first night.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to the 3 Zones podcast. Sorry, 3 Zones. I said 3 Zones like 3 times, didn't I? We're the Jeffrey Show. Ain't nobody correct me neither. I've been saying 3 Zones this whole time. I think even from
I actually did not hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, y'all.
Jeffrey,
hey, flame me in the comments, please. Please flame me directly in the comments. That's just hilarious. But welcome back to the Jeffrey Show. We're gonna get into this main topic and everything. Obviously, you guys know what we're talking about. We're talking about Will Smith. You know what it is. Will Smith slapping the mess out of Chris Rock, and I'm gonna just say it off top. I'm just sad it was Chris. I'm really just sad it was Chris. Keep it up. Like, dang, I feel it, but
I'm not gonna say I'm sad.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You wish what?
I wish it wasn't him. That's all I say.
I'm not gonna say I'm sad that it was Chris.
Well,
Because-
you want to say no, you can't. Referee.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just like, that's a big moment in TV. That's a huge moment in TV.
That
So
is,
it's like
yeah.
for Chris to be on the other end of it, it's kind of like,
Dang.
but it's also like, damn, bro, you was on the other end of that.
Wait,
He was on the other end of that, bro. Like it wasn't something that he deserved. I feel like a lot of people are kind of getting that confused, thinking that people who are like not in defense of Will Smith, but just saying like, hey, this is what's going on, are saying that that's what Chris Rock deserved. Like, nah, he didn't deserve it. It's just he just happened to be the one who got it. That's literally it. That is kind of is what it is. Like,
It's the dangers of doing comedy. And that's the cool part. I was watching Shay and Skip Undisputed a little earlier today, and Shay made a very good point. Way back in the day, everybody was getting made fun of. If you had a disability, you had like one arm, you had a bald head, like you getting clowned on. We here to have fun and laugh. So of course, like a joke like that's gonna happen.
Like I told you,
Because it's
we generate making fun of Michael Jackson, Vinny Orlando. We made fun of Whitney Houston on crack. We done made fun of a lot of shit in our lives, bro.
yeah.
like, come on now.
Oh no, we've made fun of a
Chris
lot
Rock
of
done
stuff.
talk a lot of things.
R.
We still
Kelly,
are making
R.
fun of
Kelly.
a lot of things. The memes that come out, like, come on now. We don't take shit serious.
100%. Now, does that mean that people can't react?
I say it was
No, go ahead, Kurt.
You say what?
I was gonna say, does that mean that?
it's insensitive. That's probably what it is, but at the end of the day, it's after, bro.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I mean, I guess
Definitely.
that depends.
That was a
I mean, 'cause it's kind of funny. People are saying like, "Yo, people make fun of people all the time," but it's like you can't tell somebody how to react to whatever they reacted to. Like, so what if people make jokes all the time? Niggas always make jokes. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of times in everybody's lives that niggas have made jokes at the wrong time, and they just happen to be like, "Nah, this ain't the time," and they just happen to respond whatever way they
here's
respond.
very true. Very true. And it's like we as folks, we gotta learn how to control that. One thing I will say in Chris Rock's defense, because it's happened to me, I was today years old when I found out what alopecia was. I was yesterday years old when I found out Jada Pinkett Smith actually had it. So for him to crack that joke and for Will Smith to go up there and slap him, in my mind of context, based on what I knew, I was like, yo, Will, you are wilding, bro. It's just a joke. He shaved their head. Like, what is wrong with that? Like, what is going on? Oh, she has a disease. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Makes sense, because they're probably been, he also suffered. Yes, so I've always wondered. There's a lot.
Yeah, you going in and out, but yeah, facts.
I don't know.
Nah, facts. We got most of it though. To be honest with you, we got most.
And out for me too.
But no, I mean, I honestly, I 100% feel that too. I knew that she had alopecia, and it's not that I don't even read or look up and stuff like that. I literally just happen to scroll past and see something like, oh yeah, like every time she posts something or there's a Red Table Talk something, like it's literally like about, well, at least for a good month or some change, it was about her having like alopecia and stuff like that. So it's not out of the realm of like the social circle, especially over there in Hollywood. I can't say that he did know, but I definitely won't make the assumption that he didn't. You know what I mean? Like, why even?
No,
point it out, to be honest with you, it's like she just happens to have a bald head. Her head's been bald for dumbass long. Like, I mean, why even make a joke about it now at the Oscars? It's not like it's a new relevant thing. She's been bald for a minute now. And then when she did go bald,
I mean, that's.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna respond to that. That kind of is a reason to take a quick jab if she's like hadn't been to any award shows or things like that. Especially if y'all both haven't been to one. So it's like it's just a quick little joke. You've been bald for a minute. Everybody should be used to it. Hey, what's up? Yeah, but still don't slap him though.
Say that last part again.
It'll be too.
Say that last part again.
I don't think we'll slap that casual, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that Will should have done that, to be honest with you. When I say I feel bad for Chris, I was just like, because I can understand exactly why Will would have done that. I'm just like, dang, it had to be Chris. I don't think it wasn't even hatred towards Chris Rock. It seemed like a decision to be like, all right, I'm putting a stop to this right now. From not just you, but the people in this audience, to the people watching this show, to the people on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, I ain't tolerating any kind of disrespect to this person. Just because he chooses not to at that time. And Chris Rock just happened to be the recipient of that. And I'm just sad it was him, to keep it a buck. I wish it was somebody who was more universally unliked. That way not that nobody would care, but niggas really wouldn't be that invested, first off. It's really only because it was Chris Rock at the Oscars that this happened. If this happened in any other place or time, niggas be like, oh, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. All right, cool. It was because it happened during an award show and people were, in their comfortable setting, watching the show or not watching the show or whatever they were doing, and it disrupted the flow of the awards. They were like, nah, this can't go. This can't happen.
That slap was most definitely a statement. What that statement is, I think we're all still trying to figure out. But it was definitely a statement. Yeah, I saw it. I definitely saw it. I still am not 100% convinced. I mean, yeah, accept the apology, yeah, cute, all that. Right. I still don't think we know what the real statement was. There's a lot going on here.
He still have a lot to not necessarily answer to. You don't really owe anybody an explanation except for really maybe Chris Rock and why he slapped the crap out of him on a global stage.
Yeah, it's like
he's knowing Will Smith, literally the man he's been since he started his YouTube channel, reading his book, he's gonna have more to say about this. And even then, in the perception of reading his book, you kind of have get an idea of how his brain works. And it's the reason I was like, when we first talked about this last night, when I was saying this is very odd for him to do. You got to think about it. This is a nigga whose consistent platform has really been moving through love, peace. Violence is not the answer. I grew up watching my mother get hit by my father. I will not be either the man who hits weak people, whoever he deems weak, and I also will not be the man who just allows stuff to happen to people I love. Because he also blames himself a lot for just sitting there watching his mom get hit, even though he was a child. So, with that in mind, you got to think about for what did it take for that man with that mindset and that life and that outlook on life to go up there on the stage of the Oscars, walk up and slap Chris Rock, who I said before is more than likely either a friend or at least an acquaintance of his, on the global stage of the Oscars. Friend. You know what I mean? They know each other for sure. Say that one more time.
They've done an episode of Fresh Prince together.
Yeah, they've known each other for a minute.
They've been friends for a minute. They've been friends for a while.
At the very least.
Definitely wild though.
So for him to really make the decision to do that, that's why I'm like, come on, bro, you got to think about this. This isn't just he walked up and slapped somebody kind of a situation. There are multiple things
on national TV
at that, at the Oscars, at the place where he won his first Oscar. Not to mention, this is also the same night that Samuel L. Jackson also won his first Oscar, but nobody really recognizes that because of all the hubbub. They didn't even air that. I said hubbub, dang, I'm old as hell. They didn't even air that on
hubbub
on the show. Oh man. But this is, it's an interesting situation. And don't get me wrong, anybody who's watching this who read my Facebook post earlier, I'm not saying that Will Smith should have done what he did and Chris Rock definitely deserved his slap. I'm just saying more than we could be saying what Will Smith should have done or what you would have done in the situation that you don't really know because you haven't been nowhere near that kind of situation before. Instead of trying to go on that high horse, we try to ask the question what's really going on to make that man make that decision on that stage? And also, you can theoretically understand the reason. At least you have ideas about that was maybe he didn't like that, being said about her on this stage at this point in her life. She feels a certain way about it. I just, and I'm gonna react to it as her husband. I'm gonna do what I think I have to do. You got to be able to kind of ride the wave of not just trying to throw him under the bus as this, I don't know, I'm not gonna say monster because nobody trying to paint him as a monster. They're just like, yo, Will Smith is weak, Will Smith is whack, Will Smith this, Will Smith that. I'm like, all right, you don't even know what's going on in this dude's life. Like, you're gonna make rush judgments for a whole other human being as if you've made the best decisions in your life when it comes to violence and responding to disrespect and stuff. Like, my nigga is not, he's not Christ, my nigga. This is literally just Will Smith. He is just a human being. Like, he's gonna make certain decisions that may not be the best decisions to make. It's literally life. Like, what are you talking
about? It's a very divided event. There are a lot of people that are on Will's side. There are a lot of people that are against Will too. I mean, there are ways to defend your wife. I mean, that's definitely a statement to do. Don't get me wrong, but he could have pulled him to the side after he was like, bro, look, you can't do that. Like, be cool. Like, be for real, keep it G.
I ain't with that. Right.
Shit, like there's ways. My God,
oh no, facts.
Just moonwalk up there and just
my nigga said move.
But not as he strolled up there, dog.
No, he strolled up there. But as you say moonwalk, my question comes, Chris, why ain't you move, bro? You ain't want to get out the way.
Yeah, that too.
Did
like,
you want to get hit?
What the fuck are you doing?
If I could quote Dave Chappelle, if you didn't want to get peed on, you should have moved out the way.
No, I want to be like Dave Chappelle. He should have worked out. He would have never got knocked out. I mean, never got slapped.
Yeah,
oh man, whole ass glided up there, bro.
Yeah,
he just moonwalked up.
He really is just like he walked up there smooth as hell. I'm Will Smith. Pat. And then put his hand in his pocket
and then walk back.
And then dip walk off. Sorry, Chris. This shouldn't be funny.
One thing about this is, you know what?
I don't like the idea that you guys.
This ain't the first time he slapped somebody.
No, not at all. This man will put hands on your face if you disrespect him in ways that he does not deem acceptable.
We will bitch slap the shit out you. Get ready.
But my man's walked up.
And I think that is. I was gonna say, I think that is the difference between assault or not. If you ball up your fist, then it's assault. But an open hand slap.
No, I'm saying people stop saying it's a punch. It was not a punch. It was a clear slap. A lot of
he bitch slapped him.
I'm saying, like, he open hand slapped that man. A lot of these like posts and reposts and memes and tweets and stuff talking about he assaulted and punched Chris Rock. He open hand slapped him, and that is actually the legal definition. Like, that difference is from assault and not assault. Now, if I think it continued to attack him, it'd probably be a little bit different. He literally just smacked him once. And it's literally
it is a little disrespectful. I'm not gonna
lie. It's extremely disrespectful. That's the most it is. It's disrespectful. It's not dangerous. You weren't going to get hurt. You got a slap is a half a millisecond of pressure and pain, and then it's done.
Man, of confusion. That's what that shit is.
You just got to deal with the ramifications and slap, and that's the most you got to go through. It's not this man like went up there and punched them or like drop kicked them or like grabbed the mic, called him out his name, called him all types of bitches and hoes and whatever, blah blah blah. He literally, I mean, once again, I'm not condoning that he slapped him, but it was just a slap. It was
indeed.
Yeah, a slap heard around the world. National television.
National television.
Around
how dare you?
World.
Right before you win an Oscar. Interesting.
Right before.
Now, is he the realest nigga in history for that? Honestly, yeah. I for sure gotta give it to him. Because that's some gangster shit.
He really is. My nigga walked up, slapped a whole other celebrity, walked back to his seat, sat down, got back up 20 minutes later, and then gave an acceptance speech for his first Oscar. Without missing.
And then walked into his party like it never happened.
And party like it was 1999. And niggas was hugging him and kissing him and like, Will, we love you. And it's like, all right. Most of them was at that point kind of afraid of Will. I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't forget, Will is like a good 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm sure they just didn't want to get bitch slapped as well.
Facts. So like, yo, is it me next? Is it me? I hope it's not me next. Like,
yeah, it might be. It's like, yo, wait, you want me to get you a drink? I got
you. Facts. You know how many niggas try to cater to him, except for like Denzel Washington and Samuel L. Jackson. And then Tyler Perry, I'm pretty sure those are the ones. Also Bradley Cooper too, because Bradley Cooper is one of the dudes who walked over and consoled him. I'm pretty sure they were not like yes manning him. I'm pretty sure they were giving him sympathy and empathy, but they were like probably being real with that dude. Like, hey man, you might want to chill. I don't know what's going on, but take a seat back. You at the Oscars, relax. I'm pretty sure Samuel L. Jackson probably said something to him like, yo, I mean, because Sam literally won his first Oscar the same night. Like, yo, we both just won our first Oscar at the same night on this auspicious, night on this day. Let's drop this and blah blah blah. Black Hollywood had that man's back, and also Bradley.
Honestly, at the same time, I can also say Samuel L. Jackson probably looked at that
Samuel
nigga
L.
and
Jackson
said,
took a break to shake his hand to stop it.
Oh, he probably was like, this nigga wild. No,
like, I'm glad you slapped this nigga. I've been wanting to get on his ass for a minute. He could have said that. That's the face he had when he came up there.
He was like, my nigga.
Come here, bro.
Like, yo, his stuff was way up here. He was like, bro. Oh my god. Yo, the way John Travolta had, like, he perked up. He was like, all right, is he gonna say hi to me? He was like, nigga was like, I know you. Like, we're friends. We do stuff all the time. Maybe they do have a relationship. I don't know.
No clue. No clue.
That's how you know Curtis is traveling.
But Diddy said they squashed it at the after party.
You said what?
I said, well, Diddy said that they splashed it at the after party.
Yeah, Diddy said they squashed it. Diddy came out and was like, hey man, I was there. They talked about it. Trust, it's all love, blah, blah, blah. It's over. That, which is dope. That, it really is dope to see, like, and I'm going to keep saying, like, Black Hollywood, Black, I'll just say Black Hollywood come to bat for Will Smith and really stop. And it also proves that they could stop this for Kanye if they wanted to. They don't really want to. It stopped them from painting this as a Kanye West moment. And this could easily have been a very Kanye West moment. Like, very, especially with this
West moment. He had a Kanye moment.
Especially with the speech he gave afterward. Oh, this is like a very emotional kind of a moment. But once again, the man that Will Smith has actually been showing us that he has been, like he is for the past 2 years, with his YouTube, with him being open, whatever the Red Table Talks was letting us into a little bit, and really mainly his book. I can kind of see the direction. I can kind of see why this happened. Not, once again, I'm not condoning it, but I can see why it happened. It's based off the at least the idea of his emotional psyche that I think he had. Kind of wild.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's he's dealing with a lot. There's a lot to absorb. There was a post that I saw that was also talking about how he probably still has some anger and frustration towards Jada.
Oh, 100%.
Some of that could have been why he had to walk up there and let it out. Because it's like, what is going on, bro? What is happening in that house? Like, yeah. That's scary.
Nah, facts. I mean, even then, it's like, I know how I wrote this. I mean, and even that brings up like the point, like, what does this have to do with like August Alsina and all their stuff? Like, a lot of people are bringing up like, it's weird when people try to make comparisons about different things. They're like, yo, you can't, if you weren't angry at this, you can't be angry at this. It's like, nigga, who you to tell who to be angry over what? Over a situation you don't even understand, keep it a buck. Because if we're going by the records, they told us that they were in an open relationship, and at that time, that's just what it was. Like, regardless if we agree with it or not, this is what they was doing. They had that communication going on.
To piggyback off what you're saying, where has August Alsina been?
That's a great question.
I ain't seen him in a minute.
I ain't seen him.
What?
Nah,
say black, y'all just don't know.
Nah, from fans, people make a lot of assumptions. They like, yo, why ain't you slap August Alsina? He's like, I'll slap you. Like, don't mess.
We don't know if he didn't or not. That's the thing.
We don't know nothing, bro.
We don't know. He might have tracked that man down and had some words with him. Like,
not
hey,
even
bro,
have to track that man down. Just be like, you already know where he at. Just like, I'm just pull up on you right now. Like, we have no idea. People are just making assumptions, and it's hella funny that people do that. They do that a lot. If they're like, if you didn't respond to this in this way, you have no right to respond to this in that way. My nigga, he has the right to respond in whatever way he chooses and feels at whatever time he chooses. Same way everybody else does. Is that the same for a woman who's in a relationship with a nigga who keeps cheating on her and she keeps going back and back, but then she finally decides to leave that nigga? Can she not? Could you say the same thing like, oh, you can't, you roll with that nigga for so long, now you can't leave him now, you already, like, no.
They gotta stay.
people can choose. They can change up in 0.5 seconds if they decide to use it. That's their prerogative. Like, the hell you gonna say to them? You gonna act like you don't do that shit all the time? People are funny. Gotta get these celebrities off the pedestal, y'all. They're just people. You gotta be able to look at them just like you look at yourself. With fallibility. Because niggas is fallible. Because we're human beings.
Exactly.
Dumbass.
Faulty and crackers.
Real faulty and crackers. Even if it's Will Smith, the most famous man in the world. I'm gonna just say that because he probably is the most famous man in the world internationally. Even if it's Will Smith at his 51 or 52 years of age. Niggas is still gonna make mistakes. He's perfect. What you gonna do? Keep complaining? No.
Bad boys, bad
That's what
boys.
humans do. We make mistakes.
Yep. Definitely.
I had actually one of my brothers had made a comment on Facebook saying that now black people ain't gonna be invited no more or nowhere, or this is why black people aren't gonna be invited anywhere. I'm like, nigga, not nigga as into my brother, because I love you, because he wasn't the only one I saw make that comment. A lot of people are trying to make that point, like saying, "Oh, black people they're making black people look bad." I'm like, nigga, this is Willard J. Smith. This is box office gold since 1999, my nigga. What are you talking about? You think this is gonna? This is Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. This isn't like it's 50 Cent slapping some other like rapper or some shit like that. This is literally Will Smith. Nothing's gonna happen to that man. Nothing's gonna happen to the perception of black people in a public space. Will Smith is, and I took him off the pedestal, and he's not on a pedestal, but he happens to be at a certain point in life where he is just Will Smith, and he does not represent all black people, and he is literally just himself as a person.
Why are black people so obsessed with how other people view him?
Nah, and that's a whole other
That
thing.
pisses me off. Like,
that very much is a black thing.
Everybody else, don't use somebody else to, Exactly. I'm like, why do we care if we're accepted by this? Why do we care if other race likes us like this? Why do we be caring about what the other race, thinks about us? I don't give a fuck. That's why I'm unapologetically black with everything I do.
That's what I'm saying. It's a weird mixture of like house nigga syndrome and also like Stockholm syndrome. Because I think a lot of us want to be somewhat accepted. Like subconsciously, I think a lot of us want to be accepted. As much as we fight against the powers that be and fight against the quote unquote white man, there's a lot of us in the back of our minds who are just like, I just want this. Like if they just saw us as people and if they just knew that we was cool, they wouldn't treat us like that. It's like, nah, man, their ignorance is their ignorance. It has nothing to do with how we act or how we, act out into the world. It has nothing to do with that. Their ignorance is gonna be their ignorance. At the end of the day, that's what it is. So. For all of us thinking that, we need to drop that.
Like it's not changing.
It's not changing the thing, bro. It's not changing the dang thing, bro. Will Smith gonna be perfectly fine. He not making black people look bad at all. Trust me. They can make box office gold for a few decades. We gonna be all right. Like,
more than a few.
Nah, it's
like he's been holding it down.
It's actually really funny. Come on, yo.
Depending on what they say about the restoration, he might get his Oscar taken.
Yep. Yeah, I thought they said they're gonna put it on the review, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think that Will's gonna care. I think he's gonna be like, nigga, I'm Will Smith. You can't untake my Oscar. You already gave it to me.
These awards.
Yeah, these awards is kind of. Yo, the funny part is like nobody who was actually out there watching the Oscars prior to Will Smith's slap. Like, who was really watching?
Not I.
Like award shows in general, not even just the Oscars. Award shows in general have been dropping ratings for the past dang near a decade. To keep it a buck, really the past 5 years. For the decade is really kind of been on low anyway. Nobody was really watching that. Like, you have to be keep it a buck. You'd have to be a real film head to probably be watching the Oscars right now. To really watch, and I'm a film head. I still don't watch the Oscars. I just don't like award shows like that, to be honest with you. But nobody was watching that before they read on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram that Will Smith slapped the mess out of Chris Rock. We went to it afterwards.
The second it happens.
We saw it, we called you.
You feel me?
Don't call me out at work. Most people are actually watching the college basketball game. That's really what most people are watching. That's what they were paying.
Yeah, March Madness is happening.
Yeah, they was like, I don't care about no dang Oscars. If anything, that brought views to the Oscars. my dude.
Bruh. He definitely did. I'm talking about everybody turned that shit on afterwards. Like, wait, what? Oh my gosh.
Oscars. I never watched this stuff, but I'm
yeah, it's like you gotta see the aftermath. It's like, nah, bro, he gonna get
bro.
Stage,
The
what's gonna happen
reactions
next?
were wild.
And then that's when he does his speech.
Yo, the speech. It was literally a joke until he said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth" twice, very loudly, with no jokes whatsoever. And then it was settled in after he gave that speech. Like, nah, this is who I am, and this is what I'm not tolerating, basically. Now you can make the argument on like an actor side point. You can make the argument that he's still somewhat in character of like Richard Williams, and Richard Williams is very much a. I won't necessarily say fight or flight person, but he was definitely down about protecting his family. You can really make the argument. It's also why I think some of those actors in there were looking at him like, all right, Will, like you're here right now. This is where you are. You're at the Oscars, kind of a thing. That's probably what Denzel and all them were kind of saying. Like, you're not backing. You're not King Richard right now. You're Will Smith. Now, I'm doubling down on the whole King Richard thing. I think maybe this his experience with the Williams sisters. I think him just kind of learning the type of man that that Richard was, and the type of man that Will Smith was always inspired to be. He might have kind of taken on some of those attributes, you know. I mean, because me personally, I've taken on certain attributes from people I've seen in life. I'm like, okay, this is how I've seen them walk through life like this, and I have problems in this certain area. Maybe I'll approach this situation like them and see how that turns out. He's probably on a tip like that, trying to course correct in a certain direction. He just used King Richard as a, as a little guide. But he may have to dial it back a little bit. Just a tad.
A little bit, Mike.
He's been maturing. He's been maturing again.
Even at the age of 50 something.
Thank you.
What you drinking on, Kurt? Get a shot of Jack Daniels.
Thank you.
Get a beer next time, bro. It'll last you longer. Coca-Cola. I think a lot. The first time I had a beer on the plane was when I went. Well, I think it might have been when I went to visit y'all in Texas at first, in like 2018 or 2019, something like that.
Yeah.
I think that was the first time I had one. It was lit. No, it was after that. I think
mine.
It was but yeah.
I was 21. I can't remember where I was going though. I think I might have been heading to Atlanta to see the house. Maybe, I'm not sure. Either there or huh?
Did you go there before you went out there when I was here? When we had met up that first time? Yeah, I mean, you had to. You were 21, same age. That was years before.
I went somewhere. I might have been Texas. I don't know. Might have been Vegas.
It was one of them places, and you had a drink.
It probably could have been Vegas. Actually, that sounds about right.
Vegas do sound
You
right.
gotta have a real drink when you're on a plane.
My nigga said that 3 days later. I feel you on that though. The beer is nice because it's nice and it'll slowly get you to a nice little. I feel like the straight up drinks is gonna be straight to your system, and then all you're doing is kind of sitting down on the plane. So, well, you can really do anything with that energy anyway. You kind of just like, all right.
Shit, I can turn that into sleep, metabolize that into more energy.
Well, that's usually what I do. It's like, all right, I'll be like, woo, for a second, and then be like,
I'll just be nodding.
That's the fight.
Like, let me make this flight go
way faster. Come on. And if I wake up, it's like, all right, let me turn on one of these movies with this free Wi-Fi or the free connection to the movies and kill 2 hours and be where I need to be.
Easy.
Big.
Like,
big
easy. Gotta get my ducats in a row. Gonna be heading to Mexico a little later.
Yeah, I'm about to get my passport pretty soon. That might be the thing I do later this week. So I'm trying to get the passport. I keep seeing so many people with pictures and videos in Mexico, and I need to get there.
Un momento, I'll be back.
Un momento.
Nigga, I've been told you to get your passport.
Oh yeah, no fool. once again, people gonna decide to do what they do when they decide to do what they do. And that's gonna be that.
Niggas.
Niggas. It's niggas. But no, I mean, I hope we all kind of like. I mean, to each his own. Whatever you want to think is what you want to think, y'all. Like, nobody's trying to tell y'all how to think about this Will Smith thing. The same way I'm saying you can't tell him how to react to a joke. I can't tell you how to react to him slapping Chris Rock. If it offended you like that, it offended you like that. I'm 100% sure that we really wouldn't be tripping if it wasn't Chris Rock. If it was somebody else, probably wouldn't care as much. But since it was Chris Rock, it's like, all right, blah blah, and I get that. So to each his own. Just try to empathize with the other side. Don't try not to like. It's okay to have your opinions, but when you're trying to like blackball somebody and be like, this man is this man is that, try to empathize and really see why this person did the thing that they did. Like, especially if you feel insulted because you thought they were a type of way, like you thought they were an icon of some kind. If you thought they were this icon, why don't you have the empathy for them to look at them as a human being and be like, okay, in my human being experience, maybe I can see why you decided to do this. Be open.
Yeah, you definitely right. For real.
Just have an open mind, man. None of us are perfect here. Not me, not Curtis, not Tamir, not none of y'all, not Chris Rock, not Will Smith, not Jaden.
Not at all. I have nan perfect bone in my body.
Nope. Nothing's perfect in this world. Gosh dang. I was gonna walk off some tangent. That speech was low-key beautiful though.
Perfectly imperfect.
That's what I'm saying. That speech was nice though.
Yeah.
Just now everybody knows, keep Will Smith's wife's name out your mouth. That's kind of what it is. I also don't think this is going to have a negative effect on comedy or stand-up comedy. I think a lot of people are trying to make that point as well. I put it in a simple little sentence. I was like, bro, you can tell whatever joke you decide to tell. You just got to be ready for the consequences or the potential consequences.
All the rappers writing their bars right now.
Fact. Mm-hmm. Rappers are writing their bars. Schnell. They're doing it right now. But it's going to be so much like material off this. Chris Rock is going to have hella material off this. He has to say something about this. That's why this thing is going to be his best stand-up special ever.
Like everybody, Chris. Talking about my wife, I slapped on your face, bitch.
Dang.
That boy coming out with some hits.
Right, with a hot fire. Once again, I do feel, I really wish it wasn't Chris, and that's kind of that. Now, hopefully we can all drop this. Literally, it's been the hottest topic in years for the past 24 hours. It's the thing, the hottest topic since COVID-19.
Yeah.
Dang, they're bigger than the presidential election.
Well, actually, no. The war in the Ukraine is.
Oh no, we didn't go that hard for Ukraine. We said something about Ukraine for like 5 minutes.
I mean, just because we didn't, don't mean.
No, no fact. No, that's pretty big event. That's an actual important event. I'm saying, what are we really like talking about? We don't really see that many people talking about Ukraine that much right now.
Oh, when it first started, though, yeah.
But even then, this has been the hottest news cycle, like the hottest 24-hour news cycle in a second, because it's Will Smith.
Yeah.
It's dang near like if Gandhi had did some wild shit like this, like. If Gandhi walked up on stage and slapped somebody.
I was gonna say, is this the meme of the month? Because I don't think there was one.
No, this has to be the meme of the month. Now, I was thinking about that earlier too, because they do that little list for the year, like what's happened. This is definitely this is dang near meme of the month, bro.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
This is dang near the meme of the year, y'all. I don't even really think it's from a certain standpoint, it is funny. I try not to laugh at both sides. Like, dang, y'all probably both heard me.
30,000 feet in the air, jacket soaking in. Like,
it is pretty funny. It is pretty funny though. But
I ain't mean to cut you off, James. My fault.
Oh, you good, bro? You had to say something. I'm with you. I'm happy we can hear your voice. I'm happy you're having a good time on that plane. I know you making moves right now because the time change over there has been drastic. It was daytime and it's like, no, it's not. So I know you're over in the sky moving. Man, y'all, to each his own. Hope y'all enjoying the show. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. We had some smooth topics to talk about. Sorry about a little technical difficulties in the late start. Once again, Curtis is traveling back from Cali to Texas. But we rearranged it. We're working hard for y'all to get the show to y'all on a consistent basis. So we got my man from the plane and he's doing the show. Hey, I appreciate y'all for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. We're gonna try to stream to multiple platforms pretty soon at the same time.
We need to get it to y'all any and every way possible.
Ourselves, man. Like I said, gun safety, big deal, y'all. Remember, man, put them guns up. Don't let these kids take the guns. Take care of yourself, man. Health is wealth. I've been slowly changing my diet too. Like James, we going to the gym and to every working out. Y'all know how we trying to get right.
You know what it is.
So I want everybody really understand that we can live our life to the fullest, but you gotta also watch out for the young for real. The young people, too many young people just lost their lives, or just like the girl, the 21 that crashed her car in the 322, she lost her, or she didn't lose her life, but basically her life is gone because now she's gonna be in jail for the rest of her life. So it's like, I just want people to really understand that your life is precious.
Very much so.
No, it definitely is. Your
Very
life
much so.
Take life. Take it seriously. Don't take yourself seriously, but understand that your life is special.
And when in doubt, slap a bitch.
When in doubt,
that's our show.
Don't be scared to slap somebody. You know what I mean? It's not like you're shooting them, you ain't punching, you just slapping.
And when in doubt, slap a bitch. Don't be violent unless someone doesn't to you. No disrespect, y'all.
No disrespect. Chris Rock, we love you. Will Smith also love you too, yo. It's all understandable. It's life. Hopefully y'all really made up. Hopefully ain't no beef. I don't think nobody gonna shoot nobody. But all right, y'all. You got some turbulence coming? Well, when I know the turbulence, we gonna call it a turbulence. We're gonna end the show. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, thank you for tuning in to the Jeffrey Show, a pop-up podcast. We appreciate the likes, we appreciate the comments, the views, everything. We really do. Keep rocking with the show. We're gonna keep bringing y'all this fly material to y'all next week.
Family is important, bro. Ain't nobody really gonna have your back like family. Hey, we had a discussion. Sensual baby.
That does not mean I'm not wholesome. I'm wholesome.
Have we deemed cheating as okay, or has it just become easier to get away?
We are dealing with technical difficulties. We have some nonsense.
I ain't no tender hoe, bro. You can't hit this the first night.